Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to Rassle Rock with Rick Connor.
What the F was that entire freaking promo about?
Mark Hallbacher.
She's like the James Ellsworth of women.
And Cory Castle.
I look like Paul London and Brian Kendrick mixed.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Rassle Rock. We're doing good this week, man. Not a whole lot of wrestling news going on behind the scenes, but in the ring it's been pretty tight. We just had a big, huge pay-per-view, man. Yeah, we had enough behind the scenes crap for 1 week. Let's focus on the good stuff that's happening in the ring. AEW just had a big show, AEW Full Gear 2021, and it was a hell of a show. And what did you guys think, man? What did you guys takeaways from all this?
I am still in the middle of it. I just finished the 6-man tag match with Jungle Express and Christian versus Super Click. So far the pay-per-view is really good. All matches have been good. I like it. You know, I'm a big Lucha Brothers fan, but I didn't like. It's just basically a continuation of a story, and I really don't like that for pay-per-views. Especially when AEW only has 4 pay-per-views a year. I think everything there should be like the ending or the beginning of something new, and not hey, we're going to continue the story for another 2-3 months, like WWE likes to do. But besides that, MJF Darby Allin, not a fan of either guy. Awesome match, absolutely awesome match. Bryan Danielson and Miro.
Yeah, that was insane.
If you like hard hitting and technical wrestling at the same time, match is great. And then Jungle Express had Christian's handprints all over that whole match. That looked like Christian and Edge booked ladder match. And it was great. It was great because the talent in the ring and all the goofy spots they did, and they have enough personality to get them over. Adam Cole's a star.
Oh, hell yeah. It's insane. Christian, for his age, man, is still rocking and rolling, and I'm glad he's finally in a place where we get to see that. It's definitely a breath of fresh air to see Christian pretty much doing what he does best.
It's nice because
the tightest jeans I've ever seen a man wear was during that match. I've never seen any. I didn't know they were jeans. I thought he was painted on pants. I had no idea what he was wearing. I was like, "This is tights." And they have to be tights. He's wearing them with the boots. No, that's just the tightest jeans I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I was just going to say, he's doing the same mentor role as Sting or Taz, but it's nice because he can actually get in the ring.
Well, Sting can too, man. Sting can move for his age too. I mean, he's older than my parents.
Ouch.
But Sting's up there. I was never a huge fan of Sting, but good for him for still being able to.
He's got an engine, man. He's got an engine that he moves like a 30-year-old. It's cool. It's really cool. I dig it. I was never a huge fan of Sting either, but and his music, the fact that he makes it, I respect that. The music he makes, I never listened to it.
I never listened to it, but I respect it.
I like how AEW uses these older wrestlers, and like you said, Christian and Sting can still go. So it's neat seeing them in the ring doing like a mentorship while they're in the ring too, like Christian did through this whole Jungle Express match, trying to elevate Jungle Boy to the next level, give him like that killer instinct so he can go, move up the ladder. Because I really think out of what they call the 4 pillars of AEW, I think Jungle Boy is the one with the most upside.
No, tell me if I'm wrong, but at one point did JR say the 4 pillows?
Yes, it was so awesome. It was so awesome.
The 4 pillows.
I hate anybody who picks on JR and says he's over the hill. His mistakes are fantastic.
That's it was adorable. I can't get mad about it. It was cool. It was cool and it was cute.
I'd rather hear him mess up than hear Michael Cole say the same catchphrase 30 times in like a 5-minute segment.
You know what's different about an AEW pay-per-view than any AEW show? When you're watching it, you don't ever have Excalibur going, "Don't worry, stick with the action in picture-in-picture." He says, "Don't worry," every time it's a commercial break. So count how many times, I don't know, make a game out of this. Count how many times he says, "Don't worry," per episode.
I'll say positively about Excalibur is he's found where he needs to be in that box with the two legends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot smoother now than it was. Like, I think he does a really good job now working with, and I mean, look who he's learning from. So I think he, in the time that JR and Tony Schiavone been in the box with him, I think he's doing a great job now. He was laughable when AEW first started, and he's doing a good job, and he knows when to call the matches.
Yeah, dude. I think he's really good. I think his commentary is really good. I just, I mean, you could lose the mask. We could go by your real name. That'd be fine. We don't. You're not a wrestler anymore. Just be who you are.
Yeah, we've been saying that pretty much since the start. Plus, it just doesn't. The look of it is ridiculous.
Yeah, like sometimes it's a really nice mask. Sometimes it's like a old beat up shit one that he has.
Yeah,
and who cares? We don't need to keep track of it. Just be who you are. Take the mask off.
Maybe he just has a face for radio. I don't know. And he just doesn't want to show it.
Well,
I want to see a commentators lose the mask match.
FTR got unmasked yesterday in the end of their match. You know, speaking of that, it's like, okay, so the Lucha Brothers won that match, and they didn't get back the AAA Tag Team Championships, and FTR didn't have them. Did they have them with them?
I think, was it for that, or was it for the World titles?
No, it was for the AEW titles, but like they beat them still and didn't, like, it's like it felt like as far as just a continuation of the storyline and no like closure there. If they got their belts back that they lost through trickery,
I'm trying to figure it out too.
It would have been.
I kind of didn't pay attention. I thought it was for, like I said, I thought it was for the
AAA.
I thought it was for AEW titles, not the AAA titles.
No, yeah, I'm sure it was, but I'm saying it's dumb that it wasn't for them. Like it should have been title versus title.
And how
if they were doing that match on pay-per-view.
How wild is Christian's influence on that match too? Because now the FTR is doing the Conquistador gimmick.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Like, that would have been great. That would have been a great if they pulled off the mask and one of them was Christian. That would have swerved the hell out of me, man. I'd be like, wait, what? He was just out there.
I don't know why he didn't do it, man. I don't know why he didn't go in there.
I mean, seriously, that would have been a big swerve and a big. I would have popped. I would have lost my mind. It's like, oh no, it's not who we thought. But yeah, this was a really good show. There was a lot of speaking of influence, there was a lot of Eddie Guerrero tributes. Flying around throughout the night. Apparently, his 16-year anniversary of his death, and there was a lot of frog splashes, a lot of Three Amigos stuff going on, which I thought was pretty cool. Keeping that memory alive. I don't think anybody's going to forget him anytime soon, but it was a nice little tribute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of the guys did stuff. Even I think Punk even did a Three Amigos from what I heard from the reviews. I haven't gotten to his match yet. I'm very looking forward to watching this match. I just like I said right before we started talking, I just finished Jungle Boy, so I didn't get a chance.
Don't feel bad. I haven't watched a single match.
I will probably watch that. I will probably watch that instead of Raw tonight because after watching the reviews of SmackDown, because I work a drum and bass and EDM house on Friday nights, and I don't get to really watch SmackDown until after I get home. What a disaster. I have no idea what went on there. It's literally all the focus is Roman Reigns, and the rest of the show is just falling apart now.
Chaos. Chaos.
So can we rewind just a sec? You live in an EDM drum bass house? I don't get what that was.
Can you bartend in an EDM drum and bass house?
But like you don't live in one.
No.
He works in one.
Every Friday.
He just lives in a drum.
He lives inside of a
just got a little drum out inside, and he squeezes up.
Drum
and he
house.
takes out his phone to watch wrestling. That's it. Yeah, man. Let me go over the rest of the. Sorry if I'm spoiling it for you, Mark, but I want to go over the rest of the results here for AEW. There was a buy-in that wasn't really very good. Sheeta and Thunder Rosa.
It was like a pre-match show. I fast forwarded right through it.
You didn't miss anything.
Yep. I was confident. I was confident.
I'm a fan of both girls. Was it just like, was it a quick match or something like that? What was?
No, it was a tag. It was like a 6-person tag match. I think. Whatever
it was Sheeta and Thunder Rosa versus Hayter and Nyla Rose.
I was like, I can't. I wasn't given a reason to care about this.
Oh, okay. No. It was a tag match. I was going to say if it was Sheeta and Thunder Rosa wrestling, I would have definitely checked that out.
Yeah. If it was a singles match,
those girls are mega talented.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it's I don't have. That's it. It would have been nice, but no, we got a tag match instead. And it was
the buy-in wasn't on the copy that I acquired. Yeah,
I got to start acquiring my own copies here so I can see the stuff too. But yeah, MJF and Darby Allin, like we were talking about before. Yeah. That was apparently a really good match.
It was excellent.
MJF went over on Allin there with a side headlock from what I'm hearing.
Oh, it was great.
Here's the kicker. It's not, he didn't hit him with it was like he pulled the ring out of his tights and hit him with a punch, knocked him out.
Right.
And then did a side headlock
and then
takeover.
Did the side headlock. Yeah.
So
I figured it wasn't clean. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
But it was just odd that it was the finish was a side headlock. Technically,
I think
the finish was a side headlock.
I think MJF is really, really good. I just think that the potential, like MJF, will be really, really good one day. He will just get we'll be like, wow, this guy's like one of the best now. But
he's still 23, man.
Yeah, he's so young. Some of his footing's a little weird, but when all that stuff's a little corrected, dude, he's amazing. He's so good. So, I can't claim that I've had better matches than that. that was a good match.
His thumb to the eye is one of my favorite things in the world. Mm-hmm. Like, he's so good at it, just doing that little dink. And like halting the whole match with that thumb in it. Just remind me of Piper without the whole like show double fingers into the eye, but how Piper used to just hit it so quick out of nowhere and just halt the whole match. It's really, really good stuff.
We had Bryan Danielson versus Miro. Heard that was pretty good. Miro's playing up the whole story with his neck, and Danielson now the number one contender for the world title. Danielson beat Miro via pinfall. That's hard to say, but
it wasn't pinfall.
No, he choked him out, dude.
There wasn't. Okay, I'm reading the wrong results then. All right, it says pinfall. Okay,
no, dude, it was was everything he could possibly do. Like he was giving Miro everything. Miro was eating everything. It was a sick, hard hitting match, but like you could see, like Miro is just tough ass individual. And watching him just like eat all of that stuff and be like, like right after everything. It was like superhuman.
It's really cool too to see Miro in like a high profile match. This guy who, 5 or 6 years ago wrote a tank in WrestleMania and was like the biggest name, biggest heel name, and then he just faded away.
Right.
And you can see what WWE saw in him and then just completely just fumbled the ball. Like this guy is just this whole monster gimmick of his is just like hitting his side and challenging, Bryan Danielson kick him. So Bryan Danielson would kick him 3 times and he would just hit him and Bryan would crumple. Mm-hmm. It was just so well done. Like,
and like crazy amount of selling by Bryan. It was amazing. He did a really great job. Just a well executed match. It's an incredibly great match.
And I like how Daniel Bryan uses different submissions because it makes the other wrestlers still look good. Because all it is all you got to do is slip up and poke your head out or put your arm out in a position. And Bryan Danielson's so good he can just lock your arm up. I
was laughing at the one when he choked out Kingston and Kingston like put it middle finger right in his face while he's tapping while he was going to sleep from it. That's so silly, but sure, go ahead. If it makes you feel better.
So
Whip him off.
There wasn't any real aftermath today. It was all over the internet when the pay-per-view dropped Saturday night, which like I said, I didn't get a chance to get a copy till today. So CM Punk teased John Cena, and is that like a little hint that he's trying to get Cena to come in for maybe something? Or
I don't know. I didn't hear that. I heard they did the he went down and did the five knuckle shuffle thing, like setting it up for it, and then he flipped him off.
He did that. He did that slam, that weird
side slam thing
that John Cena does, and then jumped up, did the hand, and then just stared at the crowd. And he was licking the blood off his face, and it was just a dope scene. And everybody started like half the crowd was cheering, half the crowd was booing because I guess like they don't like some people don't want to see someone like John Cena in AEW, but if he does show up, you know what kind of nail in the coffin that is,
right.
Dude, I don't care what anybody says. He is still the biggest name in wrestling. And like, Cena shows up in AEW, man. That straight. I don't care what anybody says. That's legitimization.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited if it actually happens. And I think CM Punk's the only guy who can get him to come there.
I'm highly doubting that John Cena will ever go to AEW.
Love it.
I'm highly doubting that will ever happen. But let's fantasize. Wow, that'd be real neat. Never gonna happen.
I you know what? There was a time where we were all sitting around saying there's no way CM Punk is going to come back to wrestling. So, hey, you never know. I learned very early on to never say never in wrestling.
The same hesitation that John Cena has for going heel. He would have he's so loyal to WWE. He's made all of his money. He wouldn't. I don't think he would do. Maybe, I mean, like they say never. I've said never a few times, and I just said it again. I don't think he would ever.
Well, he's instant heel if he goes to AEW. He's instant. He'll be the biggest heel in the business going to AEW. But I bet money after the first pay-per-view match, he wins over half the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Well,
we all know Cena's goofy, but he can wrestle when he wants to. I mean, he proved it with Punk. He proved it with AJ Styles. Proved it with Miro. That whole. When he had the U.S. title, like up against Cesaro and all those guys, like he proved that when he gets to wrestle and he's not doing the WWE 5 moves of doom and panning for the crowd.
I fully think like he cares too much about those kids who are his audience in the WWE. I don't think like there's a whole bunch of factors that make me equate to it won't happen.
Well, Punk's a good troll for it.
Oh yeah,
sure. It's fun to troll for. Yeah, sure.
Because, like I said, he's probably the only guy who could convince John to even come over if it did happen. They actually do have a good relationship. I mean, they've had like insane matches. He's got to be seen as like top 3 best competitors he's ever wrestled.
Probably.
I think that was. It's just one of those things. Like I like how he just teases the dream match, even if it doesn't happen. It gets people.
I think Cena's more focused on outside of wrestling in general. I don't think it's that he's cares so much about. He's just more about Hollywood and like he wants to do movies and
Honda commercials.
And Honda
watching YouTube. He's on every Honda commercial.
yeah. We're like, you took Fred Savage's job, bro. No. It's not the Wonder Years for him, no mo. He's not getting those commission checks from Honda.
What's that one like that weird credit boost thing? It's just
the elephant or whatever. He did the pistachios elephant too.
Yeah, the pistachios elephant, and then he rides a moo cow that's purple, and he yells boost.
I still don't know what the hell that's commercial for. Something called Boost, apparently.
Not doing an AEW commercial. I'll tell you that.
No, he's not. Not just yet. Not just yet. Real quick, we got Christian Cage and Jurassic Express beat Super Click. Cody Rhodes and Pac beat Malachi Black and Andrade.
Can we not skip over that match and talk about it a little bit?
Sure, go for it. I hate Cody Rhodes. Let's hear it.
No, I'm talking about the Super Click thing.
Oh, sure.
Jurassic Express with Christian. I don't know. I felt like if I was Adam Cole, I wouldn't have gigged in that match.
Yeah,
and maybe that's my only opinion.
I don't think it was necessary.
Okay,
probably not.
I mean, over it now. Cody Rhodes, go ahead.
Maybe it was just a thing that's like, you know what, WWE never let me blade, and I've always wanted to blade some more. So I got all this extra blood. I'm just gonna let it out. It's a pay-per-view.
Just gonna let it out. I've got all this extra. Why not donate it?
Yeah. Just throwing it around. I got a lot of extra blood. WWE made me keep it in. What do you want to do?
I was keeping in all this blood. I was, every once in a while I just empty the blood out of my ears.
Yeah. Yeah, Cody and Malachi Black against Andrade and Cody and Pac versus Malachi Black and Andrade. I'm all screwed up now. I still don't like Cody Rhodes. He needs to make a decision on whether or not to turn heel. And if he's staying face, he needs to change something because the crowd's really turning on him.
Yeah.
I think that's what he wants, though.
He's getting John Cena heat.
I think
so maybe we have John Cena in AEW already.
Maybe.
So I think I didn't need this to be a tag match. That's I think it was a waste of extra people. Like there are tag teams who are tag teams. None of these people are tag teams.
Well, there's rumors that AEW is looking into doing what Japan did and do a 6-man tag or a 3-man.
Title. That's trios title.
Yeah, trios title. I feel like neat, good for those folks, but also we don't need it.
Nobody needs it, man. It's too many titles already.
Right.
You got a TNT title and a TBS title and a CBS title and a friggin' Pathmark title or whatever the hell.
Barbara Walters.
It's too much.
Barbara Walters Championship. This is 2020.
Yeah. It's too much. It's too many titles. You only got 2 shows. You only got about 3 hours of television every week.
But then you got 2 hours of YouTube stuff.
Yeah, with Dark. But I mean, like, did they ever defend titles on Dark?
I don't watch it.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't watch it either. So I don't know. Maybe they don't. I was throwing it out there. I was hoping that I was right.
Yeah. Well, it would be safe to guess that they would probably, if they're gonna just have new belts all the time, they might as well make a AEW Dark Championship.
Yeah. I mean, they could. They could. It was just it's dangerous to dangerously close to getting what WWE is now, where they have too many wrestlers and too many titles, and it's a bunch of titles that nobody really cares about.
Yeah, and then you think with what's going on, they just brought Jay Lethal in, which great. Jay Lethal's one of the guys.
He's wonderful,
super, yeah.
But where do you fit him? And then you think we have in like 80-something days, most likely Keith Lee coming there. I don't know about Karrion Kross yet. I think Karrion Kross might go back to Impact, but. I definitely see Keith Lee going there. And then they're still talking about Bray Wyatt, who's been sitting up in the air, coming to AEW. So
I don't think he's coming to AEW. I doubt it.
I think it would be.
Tony Khan hates that stuff, all the supernatural stuff. He eats on squash on every chance he gets.
But it's wrestling, and he's a good wrestler. I think it would be a genius move, and I think Tony Khan will know how to use it correctly and trust in the freedom that he gives to Bray Wyatt. So I'm all for it. I don't disbelieve that Bray Wyatt will show up because I think it would be the smartest move for him to I think that would legitimize AEW even more.
Yeah, but then you also run the risk of turning it into the WWE cast-off show.
What else?
You know what I mean?
These are all good wrestlers. Yeah,
okay.
This is wrestling.
It's different. It's different than when it was TNA. Like TNA, like they took anybody. Like there were some really bad dudes that WWE was dropping off, and TNA was. They would come right in, and TNA would hand them the world title. Yeah,
like Tyson Tomko's not showing up on Dynamite and beating any for the championship. Don't worry.
With AEW, it looks like they only move you when you're ready. Like Malachi Black is still like a mid-card thing. Adam Cole came in and he's doing these goofy matches right now because it's not really his time. They're working more on Bryan Danielson moving up. And then CM Punk is his own little show off to the side. But like I think they only bring in people they could fit into a place on the show. Whereas TNA was like, what? R-Truth's coming? Oh, he's world champion. He's world champion. And then R-Truth shows up the next pay-per-view, pins the world champion, walks around the belt just so he can get those names out there. And it's like, dude, I didn't believe he could be a weird world champion anyway. Like, and it delegitimized TNA at a point.
Yeah.
But what they're doing is taking the guys that WWE is getting rid of and turning them into a whole new character and building them back up. Where if they do win the title, it's kind of makes more sense.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes AEW look like a WWE cast-off show because they have a lot of things that WWE doesn't have, and they do different styles and they have like different intentions. It feels so, like I think smart people who are fans. Well, maybe that's the problem. Maybe they're not broadcasting a dumber net.
What does that mean?
They'll get a bigger audience if they aim towards more dumb people. No, no, but I think wrestling fans
demographic 18 to 20.
20 dumb. Yes.
All right, let me get back to this real quick. We get two more matches to throw out here. CM Punk and Eddie Kingston, which I heard was absolutely fantastic, and Kingston's definitely kicking ass, and he's going to be on the rise. We talked about the 5-knuckle shuffle thing, the senior throwdown. There was another match in here: the Inner Circle versus Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, Junior DeSantos, Andre Arlovsky, who I've never heard of before.
Come on, man!
No idea who that is. Zero idea. And Dan Lambert, I know him. Who's this Andre Arlovsky?
Well, they're MMA fighters.
He's one of the first UFC world champions.
Okay.
But sometimes there must have been something wrong with my remote because the fast forward button wouldn't come up. I was trying and I couldn't get it, so I missed this.
Honestly, being a big Jericho fan as I am, I didn't give two shit.
Yeah,
I did. Like we were all talking about like how we don't really get to see AEW as much, so I tried to invest my time in all the programs that look like they're worthwhile, and bringing in UFC guys to wrestlers. With the exception of like Lesnar or somebody like that, has never really done anything for me. Like, because they can't really do what they do. They're killers, and they can't do what they do.
Yeah. And the last match is the main event, the World Championship: Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page. Everyone is going gaga over this one, with Adam Page winning the championship off of Omega. This 3-year storyline.
This is a hard part for me. I never cared about this storyline since day one, but I was never an Adam Page fan. I wasn't when whatever the Bullet Club was blowing up in Japan. I always thought he was just bland. But he's one of those guys that he's one of those characters like Jeff Hardy or whatever. Like you don't connect to Orange Cassidy, I don't connect to the Cowboy. Yeah. And, it was a good match. Any Kenny Omega match is usually a good match. And, Adam Page is okay. But I just thought the finish was pretty meh.
Yeah.
Meh. I mean, it's long-term storyline, which is great, and storytelling and all the other fun stuff. But I don't know. I just didn't care.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are going to hate. I knew some dude I'm friends with wrote on his thing, Adam Page Bebe, on his Instagram. I never even knew he watched wrestling, let alone AEW. So that's actually kind of cool to see, but I'm just not an Adam Page fan.
I think what the thing is with Adam Page is like somehow there's a thing that they expect us to connect to a hype that existed before AEW existed. And we don't connect to the storyline of what he did when Bullet Club was a thing in Japan. Casting too specific of a net. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not dumb enough.
It's not dumb enough.
I want my nets dumber.
I want it to be dumber. You got enough money to paint me a dumb picture for me to get it more because I'm dumb to that. I don't care. I don't care enough. I'm just your average, everyday dumb Joe who doesn't get who Adam Page is, or Adam. What is his name? There's too many. There's too many pages and cages and phages and jages. Like they just need to.
Who's jages?
Could be worse. You could go the WWE route, and now it's just Angel and Humberto.
Right.
Like their last names just disappeared this week.
Yeah. Coming to the ring, Adam.
Hangman. Wait, why is he a hangman? Have we watched him hang anybody? Does he have any hangy moves?
I mean,
No.
Okay. well, I get it all the way.
Are you curling up the edges of your mustache?
No.
Is that what's happening?
No, it's just
it looked like it was like like you're a villain.
No, it's just
it looked like it was. I thought you were doing that on purpose. You're trying to look like Simon Gotch.
I'm doing nothing and seeing what happens mostly, and this is what I got.
Okay. You want to look like a villain from the 20s? Go for it.
Yeah, I want to go tie some lady with train tracks later.
Yeah,
that's my plans for after we get done this.
Nice. Well, I'm hearing that Paige might be hurt. He's got a whatever.
Wait, you got to be more specific. Which Paige?
I said Paige. Adam Page.
Okay.
Is there another Paige?
Yeah, the woman in WWE. She was the first NXT champion.
Really? We're talking about the man that just won the heavyweight championship. Speaking of Paige, you know that girl that was in there for a little while that it doesn't wrestle anymore due to injury? I'm bringing her up. She's injured again.
See, too many Pages.
Hangman Adam. Oh my God. Hangman Adam Page might be hurt. He's apparently had a whole bunch of shoulder injuries, and they're all kind of catching up to him at once.
Is that him, or is that Kenny Omega or Eddie Kingston? There was like a whole list of hurt guys after this paper. Malachi Black has some kind of injury.
Yeah. Page was the one that worried me the most since he just won the title. I'm like, that would really suck with the.
Well, they're going to give it to Daniel Bryan. They're going to give it to Bryan Danielson in a couple weeks anyway. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. It's a whole big thing. Everybody's freaking out. It's a 3-year storyline, and it's the culmination. It's a whole Cinderella. It's a whole underdog, and blah 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 blah, and it's a whole thing. It would just suck if it ended because injury, and now the title's vacant. So that would just suck. Is all I'm saying.
That would. It would.
It would also suck if he just immediately dropped it to Bryan Danielson on Dynamite. That would also kind of suck.
No, it wouldn't.
I mean, not that Bryan's with the title.
It would suck for him. Yeah, it would suck. It would totally suck. Shrugs you beat. Like
it won't suck for me, but yeah, it'll suck.
It won't.
I mean, I have no stock in Adam Page. I couldn't pick him out of a lineup to be honest with you, but okay, whatever.
He hangs folks. He hangs folks from their necks. He walks around with a noose and such. That doesn't sound like somebody I can relate to. He's also, when he was talking about in the buildup of it, they were like, "Oh, him being relatable," and then they show him in this goofy shirt with his hair down. I'm like, this guy's too handsome. Most people can't relate to this handsome guy. They don't know what it's like to be some Thor-looking fella
who's an alcoholic and people still love him.
right. No, people don't know what that's like. This guy's walking around here.
When I drink too much, people don't text me for a week. He gets the world championship.
I showed up late too, and I said it was because of drug. I said it was because of alcohol too, and nobody laughed when I said it. What the heck?
We got all these Hangman, Christian. I don't want to be preached to. Get that guy off my wrestling TV.
Oh, do they have the same last names?
No,
they just sound Paige Cage.
I was just making a Christian religion joke.
I get it. I know. I was just
sorry. I'll leave the bad jokes to you. Sorry.
I was trying to piggyback.
God forbid. I at least give you pity laughs, you son of a bitch.
Christian. He's a preacher.
right.
I don't need to be preached to about how short or long or fat or skinny my pants are.
Yeah. The only other news really this week is there's a couple changes to the Survivor Series card.
Is there?
Yeah, I don't think anybody cares, but I'm going to go over it anyway. They took Dominic Mysterio out. They put in Bobby Lashley. They took Sami Zayn out, which I don't understand. They haven't replaced him yet. And they also took out Aaliyah, and they haven't replaced her yet. So we're a week away from Survivor Series. Let's go, folks.
WWE fashion, Aaliyah wins her first match pretty much ever.
Yeah.
Wins on SmackDown, and then they take her out of the Survivor Series match. And the fans actually popped when she won, I guess, because she was probably a new chick winning.
Yeah.
Only half and half.
Fresh face.
She was.
Right. I mean, it's WWE, and I'm not watching it anymore, so I don't know.
Maybe the same thing. The same they expected people to pay attention in NXT when she was there and get fans and stuff. Like the same with Adam Page. The same stuff. It's like, people weren't paying attention when he was in the Bullet Club when it was okay. All right, there's the problem.
I think WWE doesn't pay enough attention to NXT. They brought up like Karrion Kross and Keith Lee, and they tried to change outfits and gimmicks and get rid of managers and things like that. And
now they're
like we weren't going to notice, like we weren't going to have any idea. So I don't know. Maybe it's the exact opposite problem with WWE. People they're casting too smart of it.
Well, I was thinking maybe it was. I was referring mostly to the fans that were popping that you were just talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I was mostly referring to them and not the WWE creative. I don't care.
Okay.
Well, who has King Woods like almost beat Roman Reigns, and then they pull him out of the ring in another disqualification instead of just having a fluke win with like someone actually getting some credit by winning over Roman Reigns in like a fluke way, at least. Like,
I mean, at least have a solid finish, man. Like, why disqualification? Who you protecting?
They're protecting their champion.
Yeah, but why are you protecting Woods? Just have him lose. Like, okay, just won King of the Ring, but you're not going to push him anywhere else after that.
Right?
There's not like he lost to nobody.
It's not like the person he lost to is a nobody. That's the world champion. That's lose. Whatever, just lose.
Just effing lose. And it's not like we're going to get more matches between Roman Reigns and Xavier Woods later on. He's going on to Survivor Series, and he's going to be facing Big E. That would be the even more of a reason Reigns should win. It doesn't make a lick of sense. I hate it.
I don't care enough to hate it. But it's something.
Well, it's wrestling, so I hate it.
It's something. It's there. Well, whatever.
Yeah, and I apologize. I haven't watched any NXT since they went to 2.0.
Oh man, no apologies necessary. I don't watch that crap either.
I haven't either.
All I know is on SmackDown they had the one dude from NXT just stand there staring there. And they talked to him for like a second.
Yeah.
It didn't acknowledge who he was or why he was there.
Just hanging out with mailman Adam Pearce. And
mailman?
Postman Pierce. Because he did one sketch one time and it became Postman Pierce. All right, screw it. Let's go. Let's do the spotlight. You guys want to do the spotlight?
It's
Who Wins Wrestling, folks.
Who Wins Wrestling? Blah, 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 blah.
Wrestling pisses me off more and more every week. God damn it.
What was that?
It just pisses me off.
Okay,
all right,
unbox that a little bit more before we talk. We're in Who Wins Wrestling, and now you're saying how mad you are.
I was going to say, who made you mad?
Because of the SmackDown thing we were just talking about. The Woods thing didn't make any sense. I don't even know what the guy's name is that they brought up in SmackDown and stood him behind Adam Pearce. He's just there. He's just there doing that. I have no idea who that was.
I forgot his name. It's like Van something.
But you pushed the button. You pushed the button that put us into the happy space. You can't talk about how pissed you are once you jump into the happy space.
Yeah, we are.
Hit it again. We got
Who Wins Wrestling?
Okay.
So who has won this week?
Should I go
Cory,
first?
go. Speak.
Cory, go.
I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to say a match. Just one match. I thought these two guys performed really amazing. It was I texted you about it, Rick. It was Pac and I forget it's Dax. Is it Dax or?
Oh, yeah, I heard about this. Yeah, it's one of the guys from FTR.
Yeah, I call him Scott Dawkins. It's Scott Dawkins from the Revival. Scott Dawkins is from the Revival versus Aaron Neville, the man that gravity forgot. and their match was so amazing that wins all of wrestling for me for the week.
Very nice. Very cool. Good match, I guess. I didn't see it. Go ahead, Mark. What do you got?
I should be going for Hangman, but I'm going with Jungle Boy.
Nice.
Like I said, I keep saying I think he is going to be his upside for AEW's huge.
Like homegrown stuff.
I like how Christian finally convinced him to do the concerto at the end of the match to like almost like finally drive home that he has a killer instinct so he can get to that next level. I like how commentary talks about Jungle Boy all the time and not Luchasaurus. So I'm wondering when that turn's going to happen.
Yeah,
should propel Jungle Boy to even higher, like bigger heights.
Well, Luchasaurus and the other guy. Well, the Luchasaurus is going to be just like the other guy. The other guy is like disappeared now. Where's Marco Stunt been? We don't know. So I think the same thing is going to happen to Luchasaurus. Dude's just going to disappear.
I think a lot of those people, that library guy,
well,
and his partner and all. I think that's when AEW is going to have to turn around, and just make a phone call and cut all those guys loose with the size of their roster right now. It's just too deep, and they can start cutting your boy and all the other ones off there and wherever he's been at. I guess he's on Dark.
Who are you talking about?
What's his name? One you used to wrestle with Glass. The guy never gets in shape and wrestles garbage matches all the time.
Sonny Kiss?
Nah, well she's going too. Last name's a G, Italian name. I always forget his name. Whatever.
Did you guys see? I'll let you think about that for just a second. I'll talk about this other thing, and then hopefully we'll jump back to that. But there's that famous bot. Yeah, of course you can do that in just a second. The famous botch that happened over the week, where like Orange Cassidy went to go do the like Superman punch to the Peter Avalon guy, the library dude, and he like totally missed him, and that dude sold it and fell off the ring. Did you guys not see that?
No.
Oh man, look that up. That's really funny. It was on like Rampage last week. And who wins wrestling, Rick?
I'm gonna go with our boy Kingston. How about that? Here's another one of our boys.
Yeah.
You know what?
That might have been him who he was just talking about, actually.
No, I can't imagine them.
It's like Jason, whatever the heck his name is.
Gotti?
I don't know. He was the dude you don't like, Cory. Because he's like not nice to people in the back room. He wears the loud colors. He wrestles all the garbage matches. He had that big match with Mox. And I can't remember his name. Doesn't matter. He'll be eliminated off the roster anyway.
I really am curious. We're gonna have to hold off on who wins wrestling for Rick and unbox more.
It's Eddie Kingston.
No, it's not. He's
no, that's who wins. Who is this person with a name that I don't like?
I don't remember. I give up. Cory doesn't like him.
QT Marshall?
No. No. But all those guys should go too.
I'm trying to think of who else that's in AEW that I might not like. Who's not nice to people in the locker room?
Who have we met in AEW?
And I forgot the name of his faction, the Unpleasant Dream family. Yeah, Cory and the Nightmare family. He's just like some bad ripoff. God, I forgot his name.
Give us more hints. I like this game.
No.
More hints.
Has he been on this show?
He's Sonny Kiss's tag team partner.
Oh, Joey Janela.
Joey Janela, there you go.
Okay, I get you. All right.
Yeah,
There
guys
you
like
go.
that. I think they're going to finally get a phone call and slowly disappear off AEW anyway.
Okay. I see. Mm-hmm. Sure. Well,
Tell us what a bad person he is in the locker room, Corey.
I'm not going to get into too much, but I'm going to say he was supposed to do this show. So that's funny. That's one of the things that you asked for the clue, because when we were doing the studio, when we would go to the studio, he was supposed to meet us, and he was like, "Oh, I can't do it. It's too far. I'm not doing it." And he blew it off and just never ever talked to me again. Like I don't exist.
Was that the guy that was like, "Oh, we're meeting at 10 a.m.? I'm not doing that."
Yes.
That guy, really?
Yes,
Oh, he sucks.
That was Joey Janela. Yes.
I'm like, you're a wrestler. Don't you usually have shows early? Like you have to leave for the shows at some point?
Yeah. Well, that was a major respect points lost on my end.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't dislike him, but for sure, respect points lost.
Well, that's it for this episode. That's it for this episode of Rassle Rock. I don't know where else to go with that. Thank you guys very much. Corey, what do you got, man? You got something going on you want to plug?
Subscribe to Evolving with Cory Castle wherever you listen to the podcasts. Follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/Cory Castle. If you follow Rassle Rock's YouTube page and you're watching this video on Rassle Rock's YouTube, comment below. Let us know you exist. Tell us that we're doing a good job. Tell us that we suck. Whatever, just as long as we know you exist. And tell the people that you love them. Be fun, have safe, keep evolving.
Mark, what do you got?
Nothing.
I'll tell you what I got. I got RassleRock.com. It's going away in 1 year because I just realized that the subscription fee was $181 a year. So I canceled that. And Rassle Rock will be going away in 1 year. So please go to RassleRock.com, and that's where you're going to see everything. You're going to see these videos. You're going to see the all the episodes that we've done for podcasts. You're going to see our merchandise store. You're going to see all kind of exclusive interviews that we've done. So check that out while it's here because it's going away soon. Also,
we'll replace it. We'll find something. If it's a whole year, we've got time to figure something out, I think.
Yeah, or not. I don't know. We went for like 5-6 years without a website. I think we can. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. But yeah, man. Speaking of the merchandise, Rassle Bell Rock is coming pretty soon, and we're going to be having a couple of T-shirts up for charity. So pay attention to this channel, to this YouTube channel, to this podcast, and to the merchandise store on RassleRock.com, and you're going to see those coming up pretty soon. Also, check out DCW Overdrive. It's a weekly television show, man. We got a Overdrive TV. It's going to be on every Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern on YouTube. Check it out, man. You want some more wrestling? You got some more wrestling. Check this out. Weekly episodic show that we are putting out from Dynamite Championship Wrestling. And I think that's it. Do I plug anything else? I went all over the place here. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to Rassle Rock, subscribe to the podcast Rassle Rock, and that'll be it. Have a happy time. That'll be it for this episode of Rassle Rock. I'm Rick Connor.
Mark Habacher.
Cory Castle.
And let's take it out like we always do with Mr. Nick Burke. It froze. It's not playing, but let's pretend that it is.
Mark, I've been meaning to say, because I didn't say, Happy Veterans Day.
Oh, it just played.
Thank you.
No worries. I just worked. That was my Veterans Day.
Oh, yeah. Happy Veterans Day.
Thanks, man.
Let's just say the end. Sure.